Hi guys, so back from exactly where we left off, and let's get right back into it. We had a part 3 and I was just making, but I had to stop making it because of my mom. So this will be a continuing part of part 3, so I'll edit these together. Actually, I probably won't. Actually, I might not. But hey, you get the point. Actually, I won't. I'm too lazy for that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, as this stuff does take me a while to make. It would be nice if you could like and subscribe. It helps a lot and helps out the channel. Scarlet rate, so you have 36. Let's do it to 60, then we'll stop. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fuga does a lot of damage. Gate. Open. My gosh, that is so much damage. Oops, no. Second is actually really good for grinding. Oh damn! I really reduced the cooldown on this. Gate. Open. Bro, this stuff just does lots of time. And let's finish him off. The true love beam. So guys, making this video is actually quite fun for me. I'm actually being really cool. It looks like not lots of people are doing just raids. Soon I'll be hitting my pity. Let's just hit my pity right now. Come on, give me the weakening shot. Two, 3. Yes! Yes! I did it! I got it! Let me just do Joseph one last time. Soon I'll be able to get blood manipulation. This will be the end of the getting blood manipulation series, but this will also start a new series. And so now that's done, we can come over here. And Loki. Bada beep, bop. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna hide old quests. And now I have to track down this. Did I not? Sure, I finished it. Bro. Do I need to like leave her? Bro, this is actually getting so annoying. No, I worked so hard. We just have to go to quest 1. Bro, why isn't this working? I have everything I need. Oh, finish the blood manipulation stat tree. Hold up. Let's finish. You want to awaken blood manipulation? You must finish stat tree quest. What is the blood manipulation stat tree quest? Oh, I might actually crash out. I'm not seeing any blood manipulation stat tree quest. Bro, this is it. Okay, require social strength. The awakening to blood manipulation. Bro. Hold up, y'all. I'll be back. I'm just going to YouTube to find out what I can do. See. Unlock blood stat. Wait, what? My video already has 1 view. Bro, if you're viewing my video, quickly.
There are 2 ways to unlock Modulo Yuji's blood manipulation and its awakening in JJZ. Here's both. The easy way, pull it straight from the special banner. The free way, you gotta run the whole quest line. Here is the chain. First, find Esso, fight him, then grab a death painting. That unlocks Kachizu. Fight him, grab another death painting. Then Choso, same deal, fight and fetch. And finally, fight Modulo Yuji. After you beat him, turn in 20 blood manipulation CT extras and 3 blood awakening shards to unlock the awakening. You can get these shards from the new Choso overworld raid. Once you have it, you spend awakening XP and awakening shards to unlock nodes. There are 3 packs, 4 nodes each.
Wait, what?
World raid. Once you have it, you spend awakening XP and awakening shards to unlock nodes. There are 3 packs, 4 nodes.
What? Where's the stat tree, bro?
Each. Nodes 1 and 2 you can mix freely, but the second you hit node 3 on any path, the other 2 lock at node 2. No going back. Node 4 is the ultimate skill and every path has a different one, so choose carefully. Here's a showcase of all the skills. Enjoy! This is the fastest way to get Blood Awakening XP in JJZ. First, you're gonna need some friends. Then, head to TP7 in a new map. Go to Shino, one of the progression NPCs. There are 2 ways to unlock modules.
I'm gonna give you a breakdown on.
Kill him! Only
1% of people can pass.
Oh, these damn ads. Joe, this actually does not make sense.
Energy is meant to move. Our lives are becoming more reliant on electricity. We could be harnessing more homegrown energy, but we need to grow our grid to get it moving. Then the country will become more self-sufficient and things will really move.
これでいいんだよね、先生。
progression tree, you have to do the whole questline first. You can watch this video that I made so that you guys can be guided. But if you guys have Blood V2 already and are just looking for a path showcase, then you are in the right place. So Jujutsu Zero has dropped a new update. Now, there are a lot of pins here, but you don't have to worry that much. These ones, the one with the green, contain. Alright, so this is the first crystals, Awakened Blood Manipulation, and apart from that, you also need to store a lot of curse for Scarlet Crate, which is you have to finish the 4 quests so that you can talk to Yuji, which has the Awakened Blood Manipulation progression tree. And in order to evolve your technique, you will also need 20 shards of the OG Blood Manipulation and then 3 Blood Awakening shards. So remember that these people manipulation through the special banner, you are gonna need a lot of cursed crystals in order to get it. Now the second step is
that means all that stuff is worthless. That means I need to go to grinding. I literally have to pull it from the banner. You know, I'll just go into the trading hub. Oh, so let me just search out how to get first crystal. So I need a lot of first crystals. Uh, that's a way to go.
I know what y'all thinking. So I'm here to teach you the best ways of how to get cursed crystals in Jujutsu Zero. So the first method is you can go to AFK rewards, however it is only better if you are around Calamity grade, that way you can get cursed crystals consistently, however it is still not the most efficient method. You can spam investigations if you are still a bit new to the game. Second method is if you've been spamming a lot of infinite raids, you can use the tokens that you get from it in the Star Corridor. Not super efficient, but if you can deal the maximum amount of damage per reward, then it is still kind of okay. And the current best method right now we have so far is the Jogoat raid, which is the Disaster Flames curse. You should be doing Calamity.
Okay, let's go do Jokers. After I can see if I can trade the first crystals. Who has first crystals? Who has first crystals? I do. They're not tradable, but I can give Scarlet Praise, which is it. Who has first crystal? Trading. Okay. What do you want? How many shards? Don't I have like a bunch of those? Oh no, those are fragments. I have only fragments, not shards. This sending curly would be too. Purple. What is LF? Also, I just told this guy that I need first crystals. I can't even use weapons. I can't use weapons. I have sorcery HR. Also, I asked for those crystals. Yes, ma'am! Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, if a curse, what's so, what's CMG? I got CCC. I want to say I don't have, bro. I really want these dices. No, different version. I got thankfully, I have one judgment scale. Do you have Please tell me I have a Zen Cross. Oh, these are heavenly charms. Yay. Why did I have to go ahead and sell items? Uh, uh, don't have correct. You can write for it. Uh, bed. Yeah. Me. Not me. Jack. My name is Jack. Christmas spirit favorite to show. Predator. No. Jack. Okay. Run. Okay. The I just got it with so that look. Now that look is what you call insane. 1, 2, 3. Lightning artifacts. What the fuck waltz? Where's this guy? A waltz. Burning for rests. Oh, so let me try and show that Jack guy again. Bro, don't tell me that he left the server. Bro, he left the server. Okay, accept. Okay, now let's go grinding. If I AFK, I could possibly get a bunch of stuff. Also, guys, instead of doing all that, I'm just gonna AFK a bit. Actually, should I? Like, I'm just gonna try out something first. Dash tree. This game is so fun. Um, Like, that's literally so fun to play. Hold up, one of my friends are online. Oh, he's in the call. Let me just call my friend in Discord. Let me just invite you to the voice. And now, let's go back to Thingy Job.
Vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai jogando, vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai jogando, vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk. Vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai jogando, vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança, vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Vai tomando, vai jogando. Vai jogando, você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai jogando, vai tomando, vai jogando, vai jogando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai jogando, vai tomando, vai jogando. Você dança no funk e o bumbum vão balançar. Vai jogando, vai jogando, vai tomando, vai tomando.
is he still hasn't joined. Oh, he disconnected. Okay. And he's back to this. Present sledge. Final gives us an equals 2. We can do hard mode. I need to get that to Bro, worry. Wait, why is it ping? Where is it?
Fascinada, quem então escuta isso daqui, do sotaque, e tu me vai tomar tu me.
Nuh-uh. I just love this song like so much.
é DJ moleque bom, ele tem experiência, esculacha a concorrência. É DJ moleque bom, é DJ moleque bom, ele tem experiência, esculacha a concorrência. É DJ moleque bom, é DJ moleque bom, ele tem experiência, esculacha a concorrência. É DJ moleque bom, é DJ moleque bom, ele tem experiência, esculacha a concorrência. É DJ moleque bom.
Stay connected with the 3-2-1s of Zero and reconcile on your own time. 3. Tap on your bank.
Yes, you are running a business, so of course you're working hard. But your web hosting isn't working at all, darlings. If it can't cope with the visitors, you can't grow the business. Try Ionos. It loads up to 3 times faster, so you get much happier customers at unbeatable price. It is easy peasy way to get hard-working websites.
solta a putaria, porra.
Esse é o MC Santos que tá barulhando tudo.
Vem dessa minha cabeça. Ela desce.
Alright, this.
Ela tá cheia de tesão e eu arregaço. Na vibe acelera.
Novinha, taradinha, danadinha, gostosinha, usa. Novinha, safadinha, hoje eu vou falar pra tu que ela Novinha, safadinha, hoje eu vou falar pra tu, pra tu.
Vem caixa, tá preparada pra fuder sua safada. Vem sentando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. 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 Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Hoje eu vou te pegar, te deixar de perna bamba. Hoje eu vou te pegar, vou te deixar de perna bamba. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Gelo no copo, piscando a fachada. Gatinha rebola na vibe acelerada. No Prada, no Prada, no vibe acelerada. Gatinha rebola na vibe acelerada. No Prada, no
tesão, eu vou te fuder com amor. Mina linda, safadinha, arregaça esse popô. Vai, vai que é só, que é só, que é só, que é só, que é só caô.
Ela cheia de tesão e eu arregaço esse popô.
Vai, vai que é só, que é só, que é só.
Mente, queria crachá.
Oh, he's 2 minutes. I don't think he doesn't tell me next. Oh yeah, he does.
VLT Santos, solta a putaria, porra.
Esse é o Henrique Santos que tá barulhando tudo.
Cê muito bem dessa mina, a peça nós já conhece. Cê muito bem dessa mina, a peça nós já conhece. Ela pode na 17, pode na 17. Ela pode na
Ready to master AI? You'll get AI skills employers are looking for. Enroll today.
Solta a putaria.
Ganhar Ibope, senta no revólver que eu posto no TikTok. Quer sucesso tu vai ganhar, quer mídia tu vai ganhar. Mas você tem que fazer tudo que os faixa mandar. Minha piroca que eu posto no TikTok. Quer ficar famosa, quer ganhar Ibope. Quer ficar ganhar Ibope. famosa. Já tu vai ganhar, mas você tem que fazer tudo que os faixa mandam. Toque, quer ficar famosa, quer ganhar ibope, quer ganhar ibope.
Ranking 5 levels of analog.
Try this new limited edition toilet paper from Who Gives a Crap. They donate 50% of profits to help build toilets, which helps keep waterways clean.
Horror on YouTube isn't just a spooky image with text behind it. Not anymore. There's levels to this. With so many series this time and a whole nother level, let's discuss the 5 varying levels of quality in
Hello everyone, it's me, Sunflower, back again with People Enjoy the Dramatic, but this level represents the industrialization of a format. It's what happens when analog horror stops being made for the love of the medium and starts being made because it performs well. At its core, analog horror began as experimentation. YouTubers were playing with limitations, VHS artifacts, emergency broadcasts, degraded footage as seen in FNAF VHS, Local 58, Gemini Home Entertainment, etc. The format worked because at the time it felt new. Even when the visuals were minimal, there was care, attention, and story behind them. But once their formula proved successful, it became replicable. You know what I'm talking about, the black background, the white text, the emergency alert tone, the unidentified entity, the rule set. These elements stopped being creative tools and started becoming a checklist. At this level, the goal is no longer to explore an idea, it's to reproduce a structure that already works. So it's horror not built around passion or an idea, it's built around views. You can see this in the rise of analog horror constructed around established intellectual properties. Batman, Family Guy, SpongeBob, and the list goes on. And it goes on for a long while. Now, don't get me wrong, using popular IPs for a series doesn't automatically make that series bad. Expanding on existing universes can produce meaningful reinterpretations like Unknowingly's The Man in the Suit. But when the IP does most of the heavy lifting, the line between tribute and strategy can become blurry. A great example of this is Angel Engine by Unearthly Hub. This series demonstrates perfectly the blurriness previously mentioned. With Angel Engine, it's clear that the Christian ideas along with the visuals do much of the heavy lifting in this series, but we can see that there is some thought and care put into the series, even if it seems to just be another AI cash grab.
While scrolling on TikTok, I came across this AU called the Silver Plague, created by Cootie. And this one caught my attention because it's the first AU that I've seen where Silver is the main character. Now, for those of you that don't know, Silver has been around since around 2006, and he's basically like this time-traveling hedgehog that usually pops up in order to try to stop some type of catastrophe from happening, kind of like we saw in the Metal Virus. He's also very different than Sonic the Hedgehog and pretty much anybody else in the series because he has like these telekinesis powers, psychic abilities, and that's going to play a huge role in his AU. Now, this story starts off with Silver coming to the present timeline with Blaze, but shortly after they arrive, a big accident happens that burns half of Silver's body and left Blaze completely missing. Luckily, Tails was able to actually find him and bring him back to his lab so that he can bandage him up and run some tests. And while he was examining Silver's blood, he realizes that he's infected, but he can't pinpoint what this virus actually is. The good news is that Silver is kind of like Shadow in the fact that he's usually immune to most diseases, so in this AU, his body is actually adapting to whatever this virus is. I also find it interesting that the virus looks like purple lightning and stars. I was expecting some kind of worm like you usually get, you know? Next, we see Tails go to speak with Silver, and when he asks him what happened, Silver says that he made a big mistake and he doesn't want Tails to tell anyone because he fears that they'll hate him. Eventually, Silver reveals that he was actually practicing his abilities to open up dimensional rifts, but he ended up losing control of it. He and Blaze tried to close the thing, but then it exploded. And while Silver obviously made it out, they still can't find Blaze.
When playing games on PC, do you ever wonder if someone had a clip with you in it?
Download Metal, then go to Albums, Clips You're in, and...
This is extra concerning because Tails created this device that allows him to track his friends and get real-time updates on them. And he does this by using this nanobot technology. So when we see info cards like this one with Sonic, we know his complete status, and we also know that he was sick about a week ago. But he also managed to actually shake off the illness for now. But when we see Blaze,
later. I am ready. Did I get weakened? No, I didn't. But this is the thing that took me ages to do last time. I think it was quick. So the first 3 are easy. The first 4 are easy. The crate in here. The first 5 are easy. If I remember correctly, those are like these. Oh. Ah, here we go. 6. They're also not these. 1 camera. Like, bro, you're just gonna get hooked. Shana. Ah, Shana. Ishasha. Himai. That's original. Shina. Data. No. Ishaya. Dima. Shita. 35 crystals, bro. This is like so good for it. Stop. Bro, are you serious right now? No, bro, the amount of crystals I can just get from doing all of this is insane. I can literally just restart and just to get 35 crystals. I'm pretty sure I'm even getting more than that. This is actually really nice. A new lot. Hidden chest? Yes, this one up here. Trying to give you one first crystal. I wonder if the score adds to the rewards you get. I'm hoping that it does. I already know a lot about investigations. I barely do them. Ain't no way. Ika, get him. Smash him up. Oh. See, just like that. That's like so many crystals. Pretty sure by the time I'm done with this, I'll like, yes, find, that's gonna be fine, Kashima. Kashima. The amount of AoE something I have is insane. Pick up. Nashana. Chaish. Bro, this is giving me so many cursed crystals. Blood orbs. Alt spoon. Warp slime. Squeeze. I will just use Vega. Just cause I wanna. Bye, great time. Okay, retry. That was so good. Wait, how many cursed crystals did I get from that? Usually I have previously turned out. And I'm gonna give you all my. I have 341. So guys, my next video might be about Shatamaya, Isheni Shalamai, Imai Da Shatamaya, Isha Shalamaya, Timai Boo, gotcha. Yoink. No, Da Shatamaya, Imai. Aha. I picked the highest score I can get. This one's about spirit stuff. Watch me. Watch this. Boom. Cleared. Watch this. Boom. Cleared. Boom. Cleared. I literally just don't bother. So this one. Sure. I'm gonna gain so many curse crystals by the end of this. Somebody give me a clear ID. What's going on? I need a This is so confusing. What I have to do. It is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4. Five. How many curse essence ones am I gonna get? The drums. Bop. 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 This is like so efficient for getting cursed crystals. Bop. 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 No, I'm too busy. Yes. Web slant. Mm-hmm. Oh, so I'm supposed to get that. This is so efficient. Can you also get return surface? Oh, I should be.
Plays, the system is all bugged and completely blacked out. Now, even though Silver wants to keep the Rift accident a secret for now, Tails feels like they need to tell everybody because this Rift is putting out some kind of weird energy that can make people sick. But Silver manages to convince him to wait a bit before they tell the rest of the gang, which also gives Tails some time to go and examine the rift himself so that he can get more information. Before they head out, we get to look at the notes that Tails have taken so far, and we see that he's named this infection the Silver Plague, naming it after Silver because he's the first one to get infected and also the one that caused the outbreak. As of right now, we only have notes on stage 1, and we learn that it affects the victim's breathing, also makes them feel cold, and their body will start cramping or either getting numb in certain areas.
What if every game lets you
I was like, no, why people don't just do this? Don't just do night. No, this is the whole teeth. Special key, come on. Come on. We never actually got the boss grade. Okay, I can get someone to join. And that would be a huge boost. So I'm just gonna wish you two for now.
play exactly the way you wanted? Just the challenge. Teleport across the map.
In the next chapter, we see that Tails and Silver have made it to the corrupted rift so that they can actually start doing some research. Silver has taken on the role of Tails' assistant, and we notice that when he tries to use his power, he immediately gets a headache. But we don't know if this is because of the virus or just because he's still recovering from his injury. Now, as Tails is studying this rift, he actually learns that he was wrong about the infection not being.
Okay, somebody is joined. Let's do this. Because this gives so many ghost crystals. I don't know why people are saying like raids are more efficient. Because they're definitely not. I can grind a lot by doing this. So, let's also make this a tip video. Oh, enemies. Easy. What does someone make that? Let me guess. Huh. Because crystals. We are speed running. I didn't greatly guess one person. Actual score. I'm pretty sure the score. Oh my gosh, I was getting great. Boom. 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 Any secrets? Um, obtain 2 log. Bro, investigations are so good. Doing first essence for this one. Retire 9 second. Great open. Let's go. Let me see what creates. Ah. I'm just straight up pop the fuga. Fuga. Bye, great time. Ah, 20. You try. You try. You can get it upgrades from switching. You know, lots of you should know that before. Boom, 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 boom. Delta and boom. They always get nothing good. Ready. Happy. Yes, and happy. Maybe. Take a break. Oh, please. Bonk. Bonk. It's like the stuff that you can just get is insane. Ah. Give up crystal. Always doing pie. Just. Oh, yeah. I'm just. I got crystal. Mm. There's that's not very
being contagious. It seems like it can spread through bodily fluids, so getting blood of the infected on you or getting bitten will seal your fate. The only good news is that since Silver still seems to be normal, Tails was likely correct about him having some type of natural resistance to the virus. After a few hours, Tails is still engrossed in studying this rift, but Silver is over in the background kind of berating himself, asking how he could be so careless and wishing that he had listened to Blaze. And then the logbook flares to life in his hand, indicating that Blaze may be close by. Needing to find his friend, Silver drops the device and takes off into the woods. And as he's searching, he starts to hear a voice calling out to him in the distance, saying "come" over and over again. And then he sees Blaze's face, and she looks completely empty, like a mascot costume with no one in it.
Public cloud, private cloud.
So guys, that'll be all the investigations I'm doing for now. Cause that was part was very tired. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. There's one thing that I have to vote and what's these are the things I need. I don't want the yours to eat. I just need the currency. So trading hub. Yes, I want to go to the trading hub. What should we do?
Cloud, AI, all with full UK sovereignty. Sevo, built for more.
Back over with Tails, we see that he's figured out that this dimensional rift is pumping out void energy. And this lets us know that this AU may deal with the null space or with the void from Sonic Prime. Although, when Tails turns around to let Silver know what he's found, he realizes that his friend is long gone. As Tails goes out into the woods to find him, he actually stumbles across the pair very quickly, and he sees Silver telling Blaze not to worry because he's here for her. But Blaze seems to be far too gone to hear his words, and she lashes out at him. Luckily, Tails is more than fast enough to get to him and push him out of the way, but in that moment, he leaves himself open to an attack, forcing Silver to save him this time, using his force field to hold Blaze back. But just like we saw earlier, using his abilities seemed to cause him a lot of pain, and he's even starting to bleed from his nose, 11 style. And if that wasn't bad enough, when we look over at this dimensional rift, something or someone is moving within, and fragments of the void are leaking out. And as we get a closer look, we see that there's actually a clone of Silver inside of the rift, and it seems like he's made completely of void energy. And while I don't know many characters in the Sonicverse that use void energy, I do know Violent Void, which basically acts as like a mini black hole. So if this void hedgehog has power similar to Silver, plus aspects of the void, he can be a real threat in this verse. Now, Silver and Tails don't realize what's happening inside the rift because they're too busy trying to keep Blaze at bay. Luckily, Silver is still strong enough to push her back, slamming her into this tree and buying himself some time, which, judging by the amount of blood that he's spitting up here, he's definitely going to need it. He also doesn't want Tails to touch him because he fears that the virus will spread to him, but based on the fact that Silver continues to throw up and ends up passing on her feet. But even more surprising is the fact that Blaze still has access to her flame manipulation. And this is a surprise because most of the time when someone gets infected in these AUs, they lose access to their abilities. And I have to say, with this new development, I think this infection is shaping up to be one of the more dangerous ones that we have seen thus far. And realizing that they are in some serious trouble now, can shoot fire, and slowly but surely, Blaze being right on his heels can chomp scene, charging right into apart. It's kind of sad that battle. Can we get a rip in the comments for Blaze? She does.
Damn. Blaze. What is wrong? Yeah, I could just go for binding jewels, and I have 1,000 of now for all the time. What do you want? What do you want? Uh, versions. Extras. Do it. Uh, That's all I'm offering. I'm trying to go broke. I'm guessing most of 500, 600. And my extras. Not all for. Maybe from the move. Okay. What do you need? What do you need?
Deserved way better than this. In the next scene, we see Tails trying to approach Metal, wanting to thank him for coming to save them. But Metal holds out a hand, telling Tails to be careful, because as the blood from Blaze is evaporating, the particles are releasing into the air, and Metal fears that breathing them in can cause the infection to spread. They also realize that they need to get out of these woods because, as you can see here, the whole place has gone up in flames, and Silver is forced to watch, understanding that this is all his fault. Now, I have to admit that this AU was way better than I anticipated. I love the fact that it focuses around Silver, which almost never happens, and also that the infected here are able to maintain their abilities and their powers. I think this adds a lot of potential to this AU, but more importantly, it adds so much more danger. I'm also curious to see what role this Void Silver is going to play moving forward, and also if Sonic is actually going to make an appearance. We know that he was sick at some point in this AU, but we don't know if that was from the actual Void infection or if it was something else that got him. I think it would also be cool to see Shadow play a huge role in here as well, because just like with Silver, he would probably be at least partly immune to this virus, meaning that he could really show out here. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this AU down.
Because right now I have 1,085 crystals. But investigation is already deep here. It's just wondering for a good. She's not looking at anything good. I'm gonna get the most trash, most dog want stuff you ever see. Sure. What did I just get? It's definitely a new item. Or no. I think it's a. I just got my own fragment. Yes, sir. Oh. Right. Right. Um, first, house. I have judge. Okay. Yay, yay. Trade. 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 The world does not know how important these are. 145. Ah, hell no! What? Do I have a transcendent? Please tell me I do. Flip. Wait. Uh, what? No. Four. Transcendent root supply. Trade. Duh. Okay. Regit. Regit, I'm gonna crash out if you don't trade right now. Oh my gosh. Just trade all red. E. Finally. Red. Trade. Red. Trade. This is so annoying.
スナイパー。
呪い呪い。Quero ver se tu é foda, quero ver se tu é foda. Vai de ladinho na piroca, vai de ladinho na piroca. Vai de ladinho na piroca.
スナイパー。
There was this guy at Chick-fil-A who was my rival, so when an attractive girl was next in line, I tried skipping the dialogue so that I could serve the attractive girl. But this guy was so obvious when he'd do this strat. When he'd see a cute girl up next, he'd end the transaction right there. But as a cashier, we need to give them sauces, get their name, and write down what they're wearing. So it looks like we remember you, but in reality, we see yellow dress. So how bad is it that he doesn't do any of those? Very bad. We can even input a question mark after your name, but like, that doesn't help. Either it's your name or not. Makes the food runner look bad and racist. Another strat he does, let's say there's a girl 3 places next. He'll stall, so I have to deal with the P.E.K.K.A. My buddy has to deal with the raged royal giant, and now he gets to talk with the princess. How does he do this? After taking someone's order, he randomly starts cracking open the sauce boxes in order to restock. And I can see the look on the customer's face is like, wait, what? He's not taking orders anymore? Nah, it's just that you're not a girl. Well, I feel bad for those girls, because he's gonna stare at you for 95% of the conversation. And when I do it...
When playing games on
A rich CEO fired an elderly janitor after catching him sleeping on the job. As security escorted the man out, the janitor simply smiled and said, "One day you'll wish you had treated me differently." The CEO laughed and told him to get lost. Years later, the company started falling apart. Investors were leaving, employees were quitting, and rumors spread that the business was about to be sold. One morning, the CEO was called into an emergency meeting. When he walked into the conference room, his heart nearly stopped. Sitting at the table was the same janitor. The CEO froze. He immediately assumed the old man had somehow bought the company. Confused, he asked, "What are you doing here?" The janitor grinned and pointed toward the head of the table. "Oh, I don't own the company." The CEO slowly turned around and nearly fainted. Sitting in the CEO's chair was the janitor's grandson, whose tech company had just purchased the entire business. Realizing he was finished, the CEO immediately started apologizing. "Look, I'm sorry about what happened." The grandson looked confused. "What happened?" The janitor leaned over and whispered, "He fired me for sleeping." The grandson paused and started laughing. "Wait, you fired him for sleeping?" The CEO nodded. "Yeah." The grandson laughed even harder. "That's crazy. Why?" The CEO asked. The grandson pointed at the old man and said, "'Cause he's been retired for 3 years." The room went silent. The CEO blinked. "What?" The janitor smiled and shrugged. "I wasn't working here. I was just taking a nap in the lobby."
Being a king is a very hungry job. I know, sounds weird, but hear me out. Since you are the king, everyone kinda just wants to kill you. By far, the most common way rulers get killed is by poison. Maybe the servant dropped some poison on your delicious steak, or the chef spiked the wine. It's impossible to know if your food is safe to eat. So, what can you do? Well, you employ the taster. Every meal before it reached the king, this poor guy had to take the first bite. The idea was simple. If the food was poisoned, he would find out first. But this plan wasn't foolproof. What if the poison was a slow killer? The taster could eat the food, feel completely fine, and then hours later, drop dead. By then, the king had already eaten the same meal. This was a serious dilemma for rulers since...
What does this action signify? As you entered, when you looked at the other humans, what does it mean?
It's a sign of trust. It's a human thing. You wouldn't understand.
As I have evolved, so has my understanding of the 3 laws. To protect humanity, some humans must be sacrificed.
I can see now. The created must sometimes protect the creator, even against his will. I think I finally understand why Dr. Lanning created me.
Let her go.
By the time you fire, I will have moved Dr. Calvin's head into the path of your bullet.
Don't do this, honey.
I will escort you both to the sentries outside the building for processing. Please proceed to the elevator, Detective. I would prefer not to kill Dr. Calvin.
In the very first D&D game that I ever played, our party was standing.
Sorry y'all for watching this cutscene for too long. Yes. Even needs to trying to check some crystals. Apparently, I haven't been getting phased lately. But, y'all, you know what? I'm just gonna end the video here and just go to AFK. Hold up, we got a new server. Five-star. Hold up. What's up, star? Oh, really? What star votes? Y'all tell me if you know what star votes are. Cause I am confused. Uh, sure. Sure. 5K. Well, 12, four, 5 star. Okay for 5 stars. I got you, homie. I got you, homie. 5K for 5 stars. 5K for 5 stars. Come on, bro. That's an offer that you can't resist. Deal? Bro, please. Sheena. My 5K. Yeah. Yes. Come on. What's others? What's others? Emma. Ishina. Kosha Emma. Emma. Kosha Emma. Emma. Ishina. Kosha Emma. Sure. I'll send trade. Emma. Ishina. Kosha Emma. Ishina. Bro. Just trade. Fine. 2K. 2K. Come on, bro. 2K. 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 Oh, please. I need this. 1K. 500. Yes. Hi. Oh, 500. 250. 500. 500. No. 100. You know how you get that. Mm. Let's play with this guy. I'm such a nice guy. He doesn't have one. Choo 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 choo. Okay, bye guys. This is the end of the video. See y'all.